In December of 2009, my father passed away and we went to bury my father in my country. I remember coming back to an empty house that my husband pretty much destroyed everything. I was 4 months pregnant when that happened. So I walked away from that relationship because I knew at that point there was abuse. It was a tough decision, but I didn't have an idea of how difficult would it be afterwards. And all this happening while this process of me having my child, while being homeless, and with temporary housing. So it was difficult for me, but at the same time, it was a determination in my head that I need to keep going because I need to set example for my daughter. I need to be a support for my mother. In 2010, I was able to have my first apartment through Housing Up. We finally have a place to call home. I remember the first day that I came to Fort View Apartments, and I get those keys, and I was able to give it to my daughter and my mother. It was like I was giving them the hope. I was giving them a new dream, which was the right dream, to be able to have a safe place, to be able to call the place home.
Miriam is a go-getter. When I first met her, she said, I know that you work with people. I want to improve my English and I want to get a different job and I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm free tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Are you free? I guess I'm free. So that's the kind of person she is. She knows what she wants, and then she just kind of wants someone to work through that with her.
The Housing Up program allowed me to find jobs, get prepared for every challenge that comes into life. So there is resource centers that are available to provide support.
They've helped us by helping my mom with her paperwork and her work, and they've helped me with my homework, and they've helped my grandma go up and down the stairs.
Families that have gone through the homeless system, one common thing is kind of the breakdown of connections. Being a place that can kind of create or help provide some of that, reconnecting with their families or creating friends or families in the community is extremely important.
That support is like the backbone of the structure. It's beyond home. This is family.
It's a trauma of being homeless. Some of those families who've been through that also had trauma previous to them being homeless. And so to have a place that they can actually be settled in and know that it's theirs permanently, it takes time to kind of get used to that, to understand that, to really feel that, and to know that that's true.
I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I came here with a sex trafficker, and when I met him, I didn't know he was a trafficker. He promised to take me on trips, going shopping, and I fell for it. So I was actually trafficked, kidnapped, held hostage before. And after that, I ended up in a shelter, and then with Covenant House, transitional living programs, working, starting school, dropping out, renting rooms. I didn't feel like it was secure, at any moment, something may happen. One day, I made up in my mind, I want a home. That would be the thing to give me the most stability. The first day I moved into Webster Gardens, I felt free. And I was just wow, I'm home. I didn't even want to go anywhere. My friends would be hey, go out. I'm no, I have a home. I want to be at it. I also felt nervous because my first thing was oh my God, this is a real apartment building. What if I lose it? What if I can't pay rent? I was so nervous. Having a stable home at Webster Gardens, it has helped me be able to actually overcome some of the trauma with trafficking because it's safe for me to exercise, walk to the grocery store without worrying about my safety. My neighbors are mostly seniors. I've actually formed relationships where some of them it gives you a sense of community. The support of Housing Up has made a huge difference in my life, how to get a daycare voucher and continue to work. They've had people come in and talk about building credit. During COVID, Income went around asking people their situations, And mine was I didn't have income, so my rent went down to 0. I'm very lucky to be here because if I had been in a regular apartment, like without the assistance of like Housing Up or affordable housing, I don't think I would really have time to see my daughter because I would be so focused on working just to get, you know, the hours to pay rent. And then like after that, how am I gonna find groceries and pay bills?
She's had a lot of trauma in her life, and what's been so helpful is the stability of her having her own place. She has that peace. I think that's done her a world of good.
My name is Aisha.
One morning she said, this home is called Home Sweet Home. And it really like made me realize how this has affected my child. And I think she really appreciates and like know what she has at home.